We in India are very lucky to have a leader like you. You have been one of the most successful businessmen in the world. From your experience, can you share with us a few examples of, turnarounds that you've made and turnarounds that you've seen? And what should entrepreneurs and young professionals keep in mind as they try to win against all the odds?
Okay. I guess in terms of the paucity of time, one should look at the turnarounds, meaning from a seeming failure or problem area, rather than talking of a high where you gloat at seeming success. There have been many. There have been many instances of seeming problems that may arise from uh, change in business cycle or some environmental change that has taken place or some regulation. So I'll pick one, and that's going to be the purchase of Jaguar Land Rover, where immediately after we got involved, the economy in Europe crashed,
Yeah.
and the almost expected hello from people would be, "How could you be so stupid? You bought this huge headache. Ford Motors have tried for 8 years to turn the company around, and it hasn't been successful. What are you, as an Indian automobile company, going to do?" And in Coventry, where the plant is located, there were rumors that we were going to close down the factory, convert them into tandoori chicken restaurants. No, this was actually so. It was not cynical gossip. Quite frankly, speaking for myself, I really didn't know what we had bought and whether we could, with all these comments, whether we could find a way to pull ourselves out. Anyway, a significant meeting was my first day at the Jaguar plant. I invited all the workers to a town hall where we would answer many of the questions they had. And most of the questions were, what are you going to do? Are you going to close down our plants and let go several thousand people?
Mm.
What are you going to do? And how are you going to do it? The British government at that time was Gordon Brown's government. And while he was, I think, very genuinely keen to support us, other members of his government couldn't care less. And they felt that this was an Indian problem, and they go to the Indian banks and look for it, don't come to us. The jobs, of course, were British. And what they were not considering was the fact that they were hurting their own economy. Nevertheless, standing there that day with this relatively not hostile but testy crowd of people, I turned to them and said, look, I really don't know what we will do, but I assure you we do not wish to close down. We should work shoulder to shoulder and revive these two brands into the glory that they had at one stage. That's all I said. This whole team of people put their shoulders together. They developed new products. They took some downturns as they put the company on its feet. What did I do? I can only say that I registered confidence in the people. I got back 3 times, 4 times the result of what the company repaid its purchase price twice over. And we have a major problem again as we speak due to the exit of the company from the EU, etc. But once again, one is going to turn to the people to say, we're with you, we'll do what we can, but let's do it together. So that perhaps is, in recent times, the biggest fear, the biggest concern and the greatest satisfaction that one has had